Don't worry, we're not planning on quitting our day jobs. It's Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday.
Seriously, just every time. Freaky, yeah. What do you got?
Today you're gonna learn about the ancient Ram Inn.
Ooh. It was ramming in.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Okay, my sources, I remember to write them down this time. My sources are the Travel Channel.com, hauntedrooms.co.uk,
Oh, we getting fancy.
and Google.
I like how you say and Google.
Just Google.
Like you just Googled something and that's where everything came up?
No, I just used Google and then found this website.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like really a source.
It's a source that led me to a source.
Can lead a horse to water.
You can't make it drink. Okay. The ancient Ram Inn was built in 1145.
It's quite a few years ago.
It's a little old. It is...
Might not want to ram in too hard then.
It is a former priest residence,
Great.
an inn, and a public house.
Just punching that L card.
It is also the oldest building in England's Watton Underedge.
Ooh, the under edge.
The history starts way before the construction in the low-lying wetlands near Potter's Pond. This land sits on the intersection of two ley lines, which are the areas that people believe contain high spiritual energy.
Sounds like a great place to build something.
Yep. Especially a church. Non-church.
A priest's home.
Priest's house. Using a map, the ley lines can be traced directly to England's most famous sacred site of Stonehenge. Henge, not hedge. Stonehenge.
Oh, really? I always thought it was hedge.
Henge. There's an N in there.
Well,
the legend is that the energy of Stonehenge travels the ley lines to feed the inn's paranormal power. The site is also home to a 5,000-year-old pagan burial ground. While the building of St. Mary's Church was occurring, the inn housed masons, slaves, and other workers. On the grounds of the inn, there was a stream that had to be directed around the church's site. Many believe that redirecting the water opened up a portal for dark energy. A well-known legend surrounding the inn is that of a witch who was burned at the stake. The building took... Oh, the burning, not the building. The burning took place in the 1500s during the height of prosecutions against those who did not practice government-sanctioned Christianity. It is said that her spirit still haunts one of the rooms at the ancient Ram Inn. This is because she took refuge in the inn just before she was captured and killed. Today, this room is called the Witch's Room.
good.
Sometimes I write exactly what I want to say. Jumping forward in time a bit, or a lot, to the late 1960s. So a lot. John Humphreys made the ancient Ram Inn his home to protect its story in the building. He bought the house in 1968, and he experienced the angry ghost the first night he stayed in the house. After falling asleep, he said a demonic force grabbed his arm and dragged him across the floor. Which I would have pieced out real quick.
Fuck yeah.
John is now in his 80s and is the only living person at the inn. He has dedicated his later years to preserving the old building, and it has cost him nearly everything. His wife and 3 daughters left him in the inn, but he was hell-bent on saving it. His family, when they were still with him, would sleep outside in a motor coach, refusing to sleep inside the inn. He has found evidence of ritual sacrifice and devil worship. He has even found skeletal remains of children under the staircase. With the remains, broken daggers were also found. It is believed that they were used in deadly rituals and then broken so that they would never be able to be used again. It's a fun place, it sounds like, to live.
I mean, sign me the not up.
Yeah, we forgot with the lamp earlier.
It was a street light.
Street light, yeah.
God, what century are you from? Me, my horse, and buggy were out under the street lamp.
There has also been sightings of the previous owners of the inn seen residing and sitting together. One of the most haunted rooms is called the Bishop's Room, and it is found on the first floor.
Oh, good. So nobody's being pushed out windows.
I mean, you still could get pushed out a window.
Yeah, but you're not gonna, like... Chances of dying are lower.
That's true.
I wouldn't waste my energy pushing someone out a first floor window.
Good thing you live on the third floor.
Well, who's gonna survive tonight?
Well, I ain't gonna go near those doors, so me. Some who slept in this room while it used to be a bed and breakfast.
So it's been quite a few things.
Yeah. Well, I guess what was an inn.
Yeah, true.
So bed and breakfast, same thing.
Yeah. But in an inn, do they serve you bed and breakfast?
Doing breakfast in bed.
It's just like eating park.
Park and eat.
Places for smiles. Jeez. God, I hate myself.
Some who have slept in this room while it was still a bed and breakfast would end up fleeing in the middle of the night. It has been said that the ghost of a monk haunts the room on a regular basis. Also in this room, there have been reports of furniture flying around the room on its own.
See, I think a lot of things are creepy. Something about a ghost monk just really freaks me out.
Like those little monk rocks at Schwab's mansion.
They probably are in our senior pictures.
I know one of them are in yours for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know where mine are at to even look at them.
I love our senior pictures. We're such great friends that we did our senior pictures together. That's so lame.
I was still in like a hardcore emo phase when I had mine done.
She's still in a hardcore emo phase.
On the inside. Not so much on the outside anymore.
You did eyeliner before we went for dinner.
I didn't do like full like raccoon eyeliner. Not that I do that, but
I think the morning of like us leaving for the Grand Canyon, you should just do that. Just to see what my mom and Mike said.
just like full on, just go like full goth.
And like not even like good God, like just like
just
like
circle,
scribble.
like Bucky at the end of Captain America. He just like takes black and just smears it across his eye.
Well, that was a mood ruiner. I always have to bring it back to Marvel. I don't like Bucky. I don't think his actor is cute.
I love Bucky.
I don't think his greasy ass hair is cute.
No, he needs to get a haircut.
That's just like in Thor. I wasn't excited about Thor until I realized
You're like, oh, he got his hair chopped off? I'll watch it now.
he's so hot with short hair. Sorry, not to objectify men, but I'm doing it.
It works in that case.
I mean, Chris Hemsworth's pretty hot.
With shorter hair.
With short hair.
Alright, well.
And one color of eyes.
You don't like the brown and blue? You
No.
don't like somebody else's eye in there?
No, that's a little weird. It's a little bit like, he's out there.
Ew.
He's still out there. Hey, you know I have woods behind my apartment.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh, hey, I'm gonna leave. You go back there and kill her.
I did have a dream the other night that I was getting killed. Well, I wasn't getting killed, but I just told you about it like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I don't want to
Alright.
mention who was in it.
Back to furniture flying around the room. Once a medium was thrown down the hall while attempting to open the door to the room.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't even pick somebody up and throw them down the hallway.
I could if it was like a baby.
Jesus. There was also reports of a young woman hanging from the ceiling and disembodied screams of a man who was supposedly killed by having his head thrust into the fireplace.
What? I was going to yawn there, but like,
You're like
having my... I almost said my face in front of my face.
your hand in front of your
Yeah,
face.
like work.
You
because...
just look so shocked.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what?
Yeah.
His head was just fucking...
Like they shoved it. I don't know if there was a fire lit whenever it happened.
Oh, it was lit. Oh my gosh.
Okay, some who have spent the night in the bishop's room would sometimes feel that a presence had climbed into bed alongside them before being pinned down and being sexually assaulted.
Rude.
This is the legendary succubus of the ancient Ram Inn. It is described as a sex demon and is female. The male counterpart is called an incubus, which never really realized, like, is that why the band named themselves that? Like,
Could be.
John has said during a tour that he has been, quote unquote, visited 4 times by the spirit.
Who's John?
The old man that owns the Ram, the place now. John has also claimed that tame dogs have suddenly attacked their owners, and the 2 investigators who spent the night later went to a vicar to be exorcised.
Great.
The ghost of a commander from the ancient Roman army on horseback has also been spotted. It was said that a plumber saw this entity while he was working, as the man on horse came out of one wall and went into another. The locals have said that they will cross the street rather than walk past the inn at night. There have been orbs that have been photographed around the stairs and in the attic. And John Humphreys claims that he is still haunted and attacked by the violent entities that are within the the ancient Ram Inn to this day.
The region.
I almost said the ancient Ammon. And that is that on that.
And this is in England.
Yes.
Like, can you still stay there? Or is it the guy's house now?
It's his house, but you can take tours. But like, I watched Ghost Adventures when they went there, and like I don't know that he has all of his faculties because he's like a little out there.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
if I was getting attacked by spirits, I probably would too.
True. I'm like, you do you, honey boo boo Chad.
Pretty much. So, what are you gonna teach us on Murder Monday?
What am I gonna teach you?
The murder of Nicholas Markowitz.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Alright, so we will learn about that on Murder Monday.
Yep. And in the meantime, follow us on Instagram at InReference2Podcast, Twitter at InReference2.
You can send us an email at inreference2podcast@gmail.com.
Or you can help support us and Wikipedia by joining us on Patreon at patreon.com/InReference2.
And if you want to see all kinds of cuteness, you can follow Brody at Brody the Shepherd Mix on Instagram.
And it's just him. You don't have to see us. I mean, not that we post our face anywhere, but except our personal Instagrams.
Which we still don't really post our faces on.
I mean, just when we go on trips.
That's true.
And if you're going to be in the Vegas area at the end of April, maybe we'll see you. If you see us, run the other way. I would. Yeah?
Yep.
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 Yep. I'm gonna be like Dave from Storage Wars.
Yep.
Ugh. I don't watch that show anymore. Got annoying. It got too obviously scripted.
Mm-hmm.
but I do like reality TV. I like Botched. That's
Your new obsession.
It's not an obsession. It's just like if it's on and I'm kind
If
of...
there's a marathon, I'll watch it.
Yeah, and I'm like over true crime stuff for that day or something, I'll watch it, but that's about it. Anyway. It's not even time for bed. We still got
A couple more to go.
Yeah. What we done? 2 each? This is your third? So I still got 4.
we still got a ways to go tonight.
That's alright. We'll get her done.
Well, in the next couple weeks, they're probably going to get a lot more entertaining.
Yeah, for real. Or they're just going to keep being short and sweet and to the point because we're so tired.
Yeah, one of us is just going to talk straight through and there's going to be no commentary.
Which some people like that.
Yeah, some people do enjoy that.
Sorry if you don't. Sorry for cracking my knuckles just now. Anyway, alright.